wait, I'm confused. What is a prostaglandin and what does it have to do with an allergic reaction and anaphylaxis? Well, we're about to find out. Hey there, welcome back to the series I'm doing on allergic reactions and anaphylaxis. So today we're going to be covering prostaglandins and their role in all of this. Now, there are different types of prostaglandins out there. So for the purpose of this video, we're going to be primarily dealing with prostaglandin D2. Now, this is because this is the primary prostaglandin that is released during allergic reactions and anaphylaxis. Alright, so you might be asking, what is a prostaglandin? Well, it is an active lipid compound that basically has hormone-like effects. Now, as I mentioned before, there are different types of prostaglandins out there. Prostaglandin D2 is actually made and stored within mast cells, so they are released during the degranulation process when the allergic reaction or anaphylactic cascade has begun. Alright, so let me just find a comfy place to sit. That log will work. I'll whip out my iPad here and draw it up for you. Just as a quick recap, during allergic reactions and anaphylaxis, prostaglandin comes from mast cells, where it is made and stored within these small vesicles that is then being released once the antigen has come into the body and bridged the gap between several IgE molecules. This told the mast cells to release their contents in the process called degranulation. Once released, the prostaglandin then goes throughout the body to different receptors and activates them as a part of the inflammatory process. The first effect that we see from prostaglandin D2 is within the lungs, so that's where we're going to start. Prostaglandin D2 is a very potent bronchoconstrictor and causes bronchospasms. So this is yet another mediator working on the bronchioles to not only make them smaller, but making it more difficult for air to pass through and obviously making breathing more difficult. From here, prostaglandin D2 also works on our vasculature to cause vasodilation. So just like we saw over in the lungs, the prostaglandin is working in addition to other mediators, exacerbating the problem at hand. Lastly, prostaglandin D2 works to recruit eosinophils and promote cytokine production. If you don't know, eosinophils are another type of white blood cell that can also degranulate, furthering the amount of hormones and chemical mediators that are now within the inflammatory process. Alright, so as you can see, prostaglandin doesn't affect nearly as many body systems as something like histamine. However, it does have an integral role in the inflammation process. Now, something I haven't mentioned yet either is that prostaglandins have a really cool effect, that their effects on the body actually differ depending on what type of receptor they attach to and where within the body that is, making them very fluid and able to do lots of things. Now, there is still a lot that we don't know about prostaglandins and the prostaglandin receptors. New research is being done all the time. Alright, so that's it for this video, but make sure you like and subscribe so that you can follow along with us and keep learning with us as we go through allergic reactions and anaphylaxis. There's still a lot to cover, both on the pathophysiology side and the pharmacology side as we get into that. Now, as usual, thank you so much for joining and learning with me here at White Line Medicine.